Well, hello everybody. Thought I'd take this opportunity on my walk on a fairly warm day. A lot of sun. Let's hope my neck's okay from this much sun. It's one of the first times I've not worn my jacket on a walk, trying to protect my neck from all the radiation burns. But we'll give it a good go. Neck's healing really well. Throat, day by day, man. Day by day. I was able to eat some seafood yesterday, fried seafood, so not exactly what I would call nutritional food, but I was sort of craving fish and chips from Andrea's. And so I took the family there and figured we'd let the kids play on the beach a bit. And the fish was dry to me, but the shrimp, even with the batter, I was able to break that down and eat a few shrimp and three of the what's the other fish? Not shrimp. Anyway, something that probably not good for gout if you think you have gout. And I don't know if I really do, but my left foot is sort of red near the toe on the outside part of the foot, and it's sore every step. Reminds me of it. So I've ordered some, I don't know, supplemental stuff that's supposed to have all this ginger root and dried cherry shit and stuff to help with the uric acid issue. I don't know if it's that. Maybe it's rheumatoid arthritis. No doctor can seem to make sense if it is or if it isn't. But I do know, because this other weird ailment is coming up, that's a sign that I'm healing. Because it would never dare do that during treatment. I didn't do that the last few weeks. And I just can't imagine that my foot's acting up because I had, 3 scallops. Little baby, tiny scallops. So not a lot. I didn't eat a lot there. So I'm having my 5 scrambled eggs every morning. Today I had 2 pieces of bacon with them. Have to be careful with that because it upsets the throat and I don't want to push my luck. So I'm trying different things every day to see if it's something I can eat. So it's exploration. I've been walking every day. The reason you didn't see me make any videos after my last treatment is because neck looked pretty bad. I felt pretty bad. It was a rough couple of weeks. I was still managing to keep some food in. It was mostly boosts there for a while, 3 or 4 boosts a day, because the mucositis increased, soreness, different areas of the mouth, the tongue got worse, dryness. And then after the 2-week mark, I could feel it was starting to change just a little. Every day, just a little bit. And I continue with the same path. Humidifier every night. A lot of brushing the teeth, water pick, flossing, and also using the little white paste in my Invisaligns during the day that has fluoride and harden the enamel of my teeth. Now's the right time to be doing that. See, my right arm is sore from holding the camera. That's how much fitness I've lost and muscle. I'd love to say that all the weight that I've lost is I've lost fat, but that's not the case. So hydration is something, first thing I do in the morning is I try to get 40 ounces of water in me before, as much as I can, before I have my breakfast, and then water as I go. And that's helping a lot. And now that I'm out walking every day, I'll need more water. But that's okay, that's a good thing. How soon before the throat's completely healed? I don't know. I'm just glad that I'm able to taste some foods. The flavor profiles are changing. For instance, water now just tastes strange. And the strange taste is more so on the back of the tongue, uh, on the sides, further back on the tongue. Can't explain it, no clue what it means, what it is. But I can taste more saltier things and savory, which is pretty normal for this situation. Sweets, not so much. I tried applesauce yesterday and it was, whoa, yuck, 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 yuck. Ketchup? No, no, no. It doesn't taste good. It just, it's weird. It's like only on the top part, tip of the tongue, can you even sort of vaguely recognize what ketchup is supposed to taste like. Just more vinegary and acidic. So I have to stay away from acidic things for a while. I mean, the taste buds can take weeks, months, a year before they completely come back. Clean outs in the morning are getting easier. It's less, so that's good. And I still put on the 1% silver sulfadiazine when needed for a couple areas, usually right around the collarbone. So whatever you're seeing here is I'm just leaving it on there. I learned very quickly the difference between dried sulfadiazine and a mole. Removing sulfadiazine doesn't hurt as much, but these are the lessons we learned. Normalcy, throat cancer, normalcy. At what point do you get back to normalcy? There's no answer for that. And every doctor will tell you what they think. Normalcy for me, it could be a while. Still hard to concentrate on some things. I'm hoping that that gets easier over time. Also having ADHD makes it difficult on focusing on tasks, and you combine it with all of this experience, it's a bit of a whopper. I feel like I've lost valuable time with family where they weren't worried about me and trying to help me, but going to the beach yesterday with them was pretty nice. I think I could have sat there. It's one of the few times I'd say I would be just like sit there and watch, and when I wasn't like, okay, we gotta go, I got stuff to do at home, I gotta go. I just spent too much time in front of my computer working, worrying about getting projects done on time. There's a bigger picture here. I'm still looking for it, but I'm pretty sure it involves spending less time working on the weekends and learning that there's more to life than working all the time. That's something I have to reckon with, because I'm a bit of a workaholic and I'm an agenda freak and an over planner, and I don't want to say perfectionist because I don't believe in perfection, but I'll get stuck on something for hours until I sort of get it right or force myself to live with it. And these are all sort of attributes of ADHD, which sort of makes sense. My oldest son was diagnosed with Tourette's and downgraded to autism. My oldest daughter, my 13-year-old, has autism. And so there's no shortage of interesting events in Howard's lifestyle. So it's important for me to take them out and show them new and interesting things. Soon we're going to be going up to the national parks in June. I hope to have more of my flavor profiles back by then, and the fitness to be able to do some hiking and walking. It's an ambitious trip. It's a lot of national parks, making our way over to Dallas, where I will be teaching an X-Lights class, a few of them, intense classes. And I need to have my strength well in advance, so I'm starting with walking. I'm making myself walk today with my right toe throbbing, and maybe making this video will take my mind off of that. I talked to my neighbor on the way walking before I started the video. We were talking about her ailment and my ailment, and she's 62, and I've got some near and dear friends that I love that have recently been going through some crap, whether it's heart related, cancer related, just health related. And the common denominator I'm seeing in some of this is we're all in our 50s and 60s. And I think age is a number. I think I proved that to myself last October when my fitness was at a great level, cycling as much as I did. But the reality is we don't recover as quickly, and not everybody has a mindset to get through some of this crap. There are a ton of people who have gone through the throat cancer and told my speech therapist or swallowing coach, nutritionist that I just can't do it, and they would give up, and next thing you know, they're having a feeding tube put in. So not everybody can mentally get through this, so you need help. But my advice to all of you is to avoid getting to the point where you need to ask for help when it's too late. Get your regular checkups, get your colonoscopy, try to eat sensible. In the United States, we have the worst diet in the entire world. Okay, maybe not the entire world, but between us and Europe, it's horrible here. Obesity is at a staggering rate and climbing. Diabetes, cancer. And I get frustrated. Rosa will bring home food and I'll just like, yeah, I guess you didn't read the ingredients. So when our kids get really sick, what are we supposed to do as parents? Go, oh, I'm so sorry. I knew it was a bad idea, but sorry. It was just available on the shelf. That mindset has to change across our country, or we're going to continue to have obese children that become obese adults if they're lucky, and continue this horrible trend of eating so poorly. Yeah, McDonald's tastes great. Oh my gosh, it's great. There's a reason it tastes great. It makes you want to eat more and more and more of it. But you can't stay healthy eating that unless you're 22 and working out 5-6 days a week. And even then, everything's, I hate to preach about food. I'm not the guy you look at as the poster child for good eating, especially after eating some of that stuff yesterday that was fried. But that's not what I normally eat. Turkey, bacon, egg whites, salads. I just think that we have to recognize one of the reasons we get put in these positions later in life, when we should be enjoying things. I didn't have the job that I have now, running a business that allows me to take my family to Europe and the national parks. I didn't have that years ago when I was young and vibrant with energy. Would have never imagined such things. But you're going to get to a point later in life where you want to start ticking off these bucket item lists. And you could be too damn sick, or you can't walk, or you're in a wheelchair, or you're carrying a damn oxygen container with you because you can't breathe because you smoked most of your life. You don't work out, you don't have weights, you join a membership just to let it sit there and do nothing. I think joining memberships for gyms is really a bad idea. You're better off smoking because you're never going to go to it. You're going to go to it for a little bit and then you're going to stop. Get something that you could put in your home and work out. Have no excuse to have to get in your car and drive to work out. I'm telling you these things because this is what's happened to me in the past. I was 56 pounds heavier in 2019. That was not healthy. For me to cope back then, it was like a bottle of wine a night, maybe, and working, trying to function. But do you think I was my best self that next day, interfacing with customers with a hangover? No, dehydrated. It's pathetic. But sometimes you don't think about these things until something happens. It's like insurance. You just sort of have it and hope you never have to have it. But then when you have it and something happens, you're glad you did. Well, when it comes to health, we don't really have such things. I know I sound like that guy's like, oh, well, he almost died, so now he sees the light. Maybe, but this isn't the first time my body's tried to kill me. I've had 2 pulmonary embolisms before. That could have been widowmakers, and luckily, I was able to get to the hospital both times, okay? And it's not like I changed my life after that. And still, today, we don't really know what caused those. It's a mystery. So, I'm fighting for my life to be here for my family and kids so I can see them grow up. I don't want to live forever. I don't need to be 90. I don't need to be 100. I just want to be here for them as they grow and enjoy that. And maybe some grandchildren. That'd be kind of cool, but not soon. Not soon at all. We get one life. That's it. You're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your kids. If you're leading an example that it's okay to live a certain lifestyle, that's the only thing your kids are going to know. That's the only thing your kids are going to have as a barometer for what they see as acceptable. And then they'll have their peer pressure and their friends, which in school they're spending more time with them than they are you anyway. So hopefully you're keeping an eye on that. But you are responsible for setting the example health-wise for your family. I've got work to do on mine. You know, Rosa's not going out and she's buying quality things for me, but the kids are still eating, I don't know, whatever's there. And I guess maybe I have to put my foot down. I don't know. Again, kids are resilient. I'm hoping our country puts in a lot of regulations to stop the crap that's going in our foods like Europe does. Want to live a healthy lifestyle? Move to Europe, and you will. If you've not been to Europe and you've not eaten there, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, spending 35 days in Europe, in various countries, seeing various cultures, and eating at places off the beaten path, the food is better. It's healthier. You walk more. Just get out and start walking. I know I'm preaching now, but I think I have a right to preach. I've gone through this crap. I've had 6 months of a little bit of hell. And there are a lot of people out there that have it worse. I feel really bad for children that get cancer and end up suffering. And again, it makes me angry at what this country allows to go into the food. And you can say that's political or not. I don't give 2 shits what you think about that. I take care of my family. I guess you take care of yours. We try to do the best we can with what we've got. If I can have these thoughts and make it work and still live in California, then any of you, wherever you're at, can do this. This is not an easy state to live in. It's expensive as hell. And why do we not move? I don't know. I sort of like the views a lot. I like that it's a small town. We're close to everything we need. And we've accumulated way too much crap in our garage and storage. And every room seems to have stuff in it, which pretty soon I'm going to be sacking up in plastic bags and throwing away if we don't sell it. This is what happens when you've lived somewhere for over 10 years. You accumulate things and everything is sort of like, ooh, I need to keep that. Well, when I die, I don't get to take any of that shit with me, do I? And neither will you. So now I'm accusing all of you of being hoarders. This video is really taking a positive spin. But anyway, I don't expect many of you will watch this far, and if you did, gosh, you must be really hella bored. I do still plan on making a video. I know it's taken a while to list all the items that have helped me out. I just want to get a little bit further down the road where I'm super chipper. And we'll go from there. All right, you guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you soon. Bye.